Browns' Airtight Shedeur Sanders plan revealed. Stefanski balances pressure, Flacco's decline, and Cleveland's search for answers. Cleveland in crisis mode. The Cleveland Browns entered the 2025 season preaching continuity, discipline, and a renewed commitment to building on last year's promise. But just 2 weeks into the season, their record stands at 0-2, and the alarm bells in Northeast Ohio are blaring. Fans are restless, the media is circling, and the quarterback room, as always, is at the center of the storm. This isn't just another quarterback controversy. It's a franchise-defining moment. And at the heart of it all is Shedeur Sanders, the rookie quarterback drafted in the 5th round, who is rapidly becoming the most talked-about player on Cleveland's roster despite not having taken a single meaningful NFL snap. The rumors that sparked the fire. The drama started when ESPN Cleveland's Tony Rizzo went on air and dropped a bombshell. Shedeur Sanders, Cleveland's third-string quarterback, wasn't even taking scout team reps. That role, typically the bread and butter of an emergency QB, is designed to help develop younger players while giving the starting defense a good look at upcoming opponents. If Sanders wasn't even running those plays, fans feared, how was he supposed to develop at all? Rizzo's words struck a nerve. Cleveland fans are all too familiar with mismanaged quarterback situations. Johnny Manziel, Deshaun Kaiser, Cody Kessler, Baker Mayfield, and Deshaun Watson's suspension saga still haunt the franchise's history. The idea that their rookie QB might be sitting idly by while the season spirals into chaos felt like a nightmare. Ross Tucker pushes back, down to the minute. Enter Ross Tucker, CBS analyst and former NFL lineman, who decided to set the record straight, at least from the team's perspective. During the Browns' Week 2 loss to the Baltimore Ravens, Tucker revealed that he had spoken directly with the organization. "They have an airtight plan down to the minute for those guys," Tucker said on the broadcast, referring to both rookie quarterbacks, Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. Down to the minute. They run an extra period after practice so Shedeur can get 8 to 10 reps every day. That revelation changed the narrative. Instead of being neglected, Sanders was being privately groomed in what might be one of the most carefully designed quarterback development programs in the league. Stefanski's commitment. A coach playing the long game. Head coach Kevin Stefanski reinforced that message at the end of the preseason. "I'm committed to his development, just like all of our rookies. We'll continue to focus on getting our guys better. That's what we will stay committed to, and that's what's important to me." Those words, which once sounded like standard preseason cliches, now take on a different weight. Stefanski isn't just talking about the future, he's actively building it one rep at a time. Joe Flacco's struggles are forcing the issue. But no matter how carefully Stefanski plots out his plan, football games have a way of forcing coaches' hands. And Joe Flacco's performance in week May 2nd have just accelerated the Browns' timeline. Against his former team in Baltimore, the 40-year-old veteran looked every bit his age. Flacco completed just 55.6% of his passes, throwing for 199 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. The backbreaker came late in the 4th quarter when Flacco fumbled, and the Ravens returned it for a touchdown. The Browns walked out of M&T Bank Stadium with a humiliating 41-17 loss. Even more concerning were the advanced metrics. According to TruMedia, Flacco went 0-for-5 with a pick outside the pocket, posting a -1.60 EPA per dropback in those situations, the worst mark of his career. For a team hoping to contend in a division featuring Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, and a surging Steelers defense, that kind of quarterback play simply isn't going to cut it. The growing calls for change. The loss to Baltimore poured gasoline on an already smoldering fire. Browns fans began flooding radio shows and social media, demanding to see what the rookies could do. Third-round pick Dillon Gabriel got a small taste of NFL action during garbage time and made the most of it, completing all 3 of his pass attempts for 19 yards and a touchdown. It was a tiny sample size, but in Cleveland, where the quarterback position has been a carousel for 2 decades, even a small spark can look like a wildfire. Some fans have already shifted their focus to Sanders, the ultimate unknown. The idea of putting Deion Sanders' son under center in Cleveland is too tantalizing for the fanbase to ignore. Shedeur Sanders breaks his silence. Although he was officially inactive for the Week 2 matchup, serving as the team's emergency quarterback, Sanders still found himself facing reporters after the game. When asked about a report that the Baltimore Ravens had plans to select him 3 picks before the Browns grabbed him in the 5th round, Sanders stayed composed. "My response is I'm focused on the now," Sanders said. "I don't really talk about anything in the past, and whatever happened in the past, it is what it is. I'm more focused on now. I'm more focused on how this game that we just gone and had and figuring out how to move forward from now." Those words struck a chord. The rookie sounded measured, poised, and focused, traits that have some wondering if he might already have the mental makeup to step into the starting role sooner than expected. Cleveland's quarterback history, a cautionary tale. Of course, Cleveland fans have been here before. Over the last 2 decades, the Browns have cycled through more starting quarterbacks than any other NFL team. From Tim Couch to Brady Quinn to Brandon Weeden, the graveyard of failed quarterback experiments is long and painful. That history is why Stefanski is walking a tightrope. Rush Sanders into action too early, and he risks shattering his confidence like so many Browns quarterbacks before him. Wait too long, and the season might be lost, along with Stefanski's own job security. Packers on the horizon, a crucial test. The Browns don't have much time to figure things out. Next week, they host the Green Bay Packers, a game that could determine whether the season can be salvaged or if Cleveland is headed for yet another lost year. A win would buy Stefanski time and keep Flacco under center, at least temporarily. A loss would turn up the heat and may force his hand to give the rookies more significant opportunities. Meanwhile, in Tennessee, a rookie highlight reel. While Cleveland's quarterback situation grows murkier, another rookie signal caller is making headlines for very different reasons. Cam Ward, the Tennessee Titans' first-round pick, put together an electric first career touchdown pass late in the 2nd quarter against the Los Angeles Rams. Facing pressure, Ward scrambled, directed receiver Alec Iomenor with a hand signal, and launched a crossbody strike to the opposite side of the field for a score that had social media buzzing. Iomenor, also a rookie, hauled in the pass for his first career touchdown, potentially signaling the birth of an exciting new duo in Nashville. Ward finished the first half with 123 passing yards and a touchdown on 10 of 17 passing, giving Titans fans hope that their future at quarterback is in good hands. The big picture, Browns at a crossroads. Cleveland's situation couldn't be more different. Instead of highlight reel plays and fan excitement, the Browns are facing boos at home, endless questions from the media, and the pressure of yet another slow start. But here's the thing. There's a sense that something is brewing behind the scenes. Those extra reps after practice, those carefully managed development periods, they all suggest that Stefanski and the Browns aren't just hoping for Sanders to succeed. They are preparing him to succeed. The question is no longer whether Shedeur Sanders is part of Cleveland's future. The question is how soon the future will arrive. Final thoughts. The clock is ticking. The Browns are running out of time to turn things around. The AFC North won't wait for them, and neither will their fans. Kevin Stefanski's plan for Shedeur Sanders may be airtight, but at some point, plans have to translate into action. Cleveland's season might depend on it. As the losses pile up and Joe Flacco's struggles become impossible to ignore, the calls for a quarterback change will only grow louder. Dillon Gabriel may get the first crack. But if he falters, all eyes will turn to Shedeur Sanders, the rookie with the famous last name, the calm demeanor, and perhaps the keys to Cleveland's future. For now, Sanders will keep taking those extra 8 to 10 reps a day, quietly preparing for the moment when his number is called. And when it is, the entire city of Cleveland will be watching.